Shalom. How about you? In like 2 seconds, we're gonna get started in like 2 seconds. Check. Most High in Christ. Shalom. How about you? To all the brothers. To all the sisters. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Hardin, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? If it's not 1 West, then it's not the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? Tonight is Tuesday, so, that's the I.S.U.P.K Brotherhood class, you know what I'm saying? All across the nation. You'll turn on the TV, YouTube, Facebook, any platform, and you'll see a brother going in on Brotherhood tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? And right now we're in a place where, Brotherhood is detrimental to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Everywhere you look, you know what I'm saying, you see Black men being killed, you know what I'm saying, by other Black men, by other nations, etc. You know what I'm saying? And the goal of a Brotherhood class, you know what I'm saying, the goal of the I.S.U.P.K, you know what I'm saying, or one of the goals of the I.S.U.P.K is to bring Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians together, man. You know what I'm saying? It's to bring our people together, to stop trying to love everybody and save everybody, and start saving the lives of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You know what I'm saying? So I got a couple of articles we're gonna get into tonight about about how they trying to Salaki. Cut. You want it? Most High.
I got stuck behind that train, so lucky.
Nah, you eat to walk. Well, yeah. So, it's been a lot going on in the earth today, man, when it comes to God's chosen people, the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know what I'm saying? When also Bunky, I'll come back, we're gonna jump into these articles, see if we can pull them up on the screen so that everybody can see them. So right now, our Hispanic brothers and sisters, man, good night. Like, they saying that they gathering at the border, you know what I'm saying, again. And, like, it's huge numbers of our people, you know what I'm saying, trying to escape that lifestyle that they live in and find a better life, man. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, America ain't letting them in, you know, even though America promises a better life, you know what I'm saying? That better life has nothing to do with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. It has nothing to do with blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians having a better life. When America says that they want people to have a better life, America's only talking about they own people. You know what I'm saying? America only looks out for America. You know what I'm saying? It only looks out for those people that are associated with America, those people who agree with the things that America does to God's chosen people. You understand? And if you look around the earth, you'll be able to tell who those people are. You know, you'll be able to see who those people are that I'm addressing right now. Those would be your so-called Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? Your so-called Arabs, X, Y, and Z. Those are the people that, you know, America says that they'll give a better life to. You know, when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're not included in that life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. You understand what I'm saying? When we try to pursue happiness in this place, you know what I'm saying, we end up getting destroyed. You know, they'll end up giving us funds, you know, like they do Deion Sanders and all them. They end up giving us the funds, you understand? But it comes with so many stipulations, you know. You can't go back and help your neighborhood once you get them funds from America, man. Once you get them funds, once you get them funds from the oppressor, man, you can't go back and build up your neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? You can't go build up schools, you know. And if you do, you know, then it got to be some Caucasian man somewhere overseeing everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you how many black people you can have in this school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What the curriculum gonna be. You know what I'm saying? What you are gonna do and what you aren't gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how it is in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? You have to literally sell your soul in order to get anything inside of America, man. You understand? I was gonna jump into some of them articles. I'll send them to you.
Sure.
I'll send them to you. There's like 3 different ones. I know you probably don't seen them. Let me see.
You send it to me on
How you want?
yeah. Hey yo, just my the message is fine. You send the messages. Your text message.
Okay, no doubt.
That was going with you.
But yeah, so like, and those are the things that, you know, happen to us when we try to join America. You know what I'm saying? Our Hispanic brothers and sisters, they trying to find a better life, man. You know what I'm saying? And this oppressor knows it. He promised them a better life. You understand? And to even go a little further, like that devil came and stole their land. You know what I'm saying? He stole their land. We went in on that on Thanksgiving. He stole their land and now got them on the outside looking in, talking about a better life. You know what I'm saying? And in order for them to get a better life, it's pretty much the same as it is with so-called blacks. You know, you have to literally sell out, man. You have to sell out to become better in this place, man. You understand?
Which one you want to?
I was gonna do that about the JRTC.
Let's get it. Check.
Quadam got him over there too.
Okay, what's on Christ?
It's the JROTC. It should be. Let me see. Hold them up real quick.
The Buffalo.
Not
News?
that one. No. It's the Buffalo News.
There it is, right there.
Yep, that one right there.
It says thousands of youths in high school forced to join the JROTC.
Right. You understand? Like so this article right here, man, is talking about how they forcing black people, children, you know what I'm saying, into a junior ROTC, man. You know, they forcing our children to join America, basically, to fight for America, man. They trying to catch them in high school, you know what I'm saying, and teach them the ways of America. You know what I'm saying? They trying to make them represent red, white, and blue.
Right.
You understand? And it's not by choice. You understand? They say they forcing these children into doing this, into joining this curriculum. Go ahead, brother.
Come. Students in JROTC recite the Cadet Creed at a high school in Atlanta on September 30th. In high schools across the country, students are being placed in junior reserve officers training courts classes without electing them.
Right. So they throwing our kids in these classes, man. You understand? And they not electing these classes, man. Usually in high school, you know, you have a choice whether or not you want to join ROCT, man. You have a choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these devils, they saying, nah, you don't have a choice. You understand? If you black and Hispanic, you don't have a choice. We're gonna put you in these classes because we want you to be in these classes.
Right.
And hopes of, you know what I'm saying, somebody saying, you know, I ain't have no career path. Because we all know how that go. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll throw some of these kids in there that come from like nothing, complete poverty, you know what I'm saying? Throw them in them classes and they be like, you know what, this ain't so bad. Maybe I will join the military.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I will go fight for my country. Knowing damn well that this country ain't doing nothing for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And you could tell that nobody was joining the classes or joining the JROTC. You could tell nobody was joining it because they went as far as forcing people to join it. You know what I'm saying? I know when I was in high school, I was looking at them like they was dumb as hell for joining the JROTC, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And these devils right here, like they present these things to you. They won't tell you, oh, prepare yourself for SATs or ACTs. But guess what you do take in high school? ASVAB. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll literally bring you. You don't even know what's going on. They'll bring you in a room and sit everybody down. I don't know how they did it up here in North Carolina, but that's how they did it in Georgia. Like you don't know where the hell you going. You just one day everybody getting up and they bring y'all in this class and y'all sitting down long rows, one behind the other, and they just pass out this test talking about ASVAB. And I didn't even know what the hell an ASVAB test was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you just take this test and then about a week later, you get your scores back. And they telling you, here's this pamphlet. You can go down this list, right? And based off of your score, they got these jobs beside that score. You know what I'm saying? And so they basically saying in high school, they telling these kids like, here, go to JROTC. That'll give you a little rank when you start going into Esau's military. You know what I'm saying? They forcing our kids to go into this stuff, man. They forcing them to take the ASVABs. Salakia.
No, Salak, if I may, you know, I know military personnel, they always use these acronyms that civilians are not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
So I know ASVAB, I believe it stands for Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test.
Right.
So this is the test they use to determine what your MOS would be,
right.
if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
And your MOS is what now?
So well, you know, your MOS is your job, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're gonna be doing, right? So you go and take this test and they give you these scores, right? And if you in a recruiter's office, you get this score, right? And you go in and they sit you down and they're like, well, I got this, like run down a list of jobs based off of that score that they think that you could do. And a lot of our people will go into the military, you know what I'm saying, because we have no more career paths. Right. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to we either trying to go to school, you understand what I'm saying? We trying to find some way of feeding our family, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no black man joining the military to go fight. You know what I'm saying? I never heard a black man say, you know what, I'm just gonna go join Esau's military because I want to go get shot at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like brothers try to find the most smooth thing, you know what I'm saying, to do. And military is always a last resort for brothers, man. One of those like, okay, I know if I don't go, I'm gonna be here all the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? So we use the military to go to school just to get some type of funds. You know what I'm saying? But these devils right here, they forcing our kids into this military, man. You understand? Because I'll tell you one thing, they know that their end is near, man. They know that their end is near and that things are about to get started in this place, man. That's why they're trying to force our kids into these JROTC programs, man. Because that heightens the chances of black kids going into their militaries, man, and fighting for them. You understand? Salakia, go ahead, brother.
Come. Detroit. On her first day of high school, Andrea Thomas looked over her schedule and found that she was enrolled in a class with an unfamiliar name.
Right. That I was saying, like, you don't even know what a JROTC is, man. I never even heard of that until I got to high school. I was wondering what the hell these devils out here marching in these suits doing, man. You understand what they the little guns and stuff like that, they twirling around and marching and turning and all this and that. I was wondering what the hell they was doing. It did not look like something that I wanted to do.
Right.
Yeah, Salaki, go ahead, brother.
No, that's heavy that you said that. You said this is where?
Detroit, sir.
Oh, that's crazy. I was born in Detroit.
Right.
My father, because there was no real opportunities for young black men, out of desperation, he went into the military.
That's right.
From Detroit. First duty station, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, this is a very old thing that's been happening. And for them to, you know, it speaks volumes about Detroit. You look at the economy of Detroit.
Right.
And how, you know, it was crippled when the automotive industry was outsourced, you know, into foreign interests. You know what I mean?
Right.
It really crippled the economy of the people that actually worked in those factories. They didn't have a way to feed themselves.
Right.
That's the reason why you got Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? This Big Meech was created out of what is the need to be able to support yourself.
That's right.
You know, so Salakia, either you slinging crack rock or you got a wicked jump shot.
Right.
Or you're gonna go sign up and become government issue. Salakia.
No, you're absolutely correct, man. You understand? And they know that it's nothing in Detroit. So brothers and sisters are gonna be trying to get the hell away from there, man.
Right.
You understand? So if we trying to get away from poverty, we'll do anything, man. You understand? People will do anything to get away from poverty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To escape poverty. That's why you have drug dealers, man. That's why you have people on drugs. You understand? They can't deal with the conditions that they facing. You understand? The stresses of this place, man. And America don't give a damn about black people, man. They don't give a damn about black people. They'll take our children and force them into these situations instead of building up Detroit. You understand? They'll take them and force them into their militaries. You understand? Salakia, go ahead, brother.
Come. She and other freshmen at Pershing High School in Detroit soon learned they had been placed into the Junior Reserve Officers Training Course, a program funded by the U.S. military designed. The U.S. military,
go ahead,
designed to teach leadership skills, discipline, and civic values.
Right. You understand? These devils place them into a program that's funded by the military. You know, the government, the U.S. military is not going to fund something that they're not going to benefit from. Right. You understand? And this right here, they benefit from pushing JROTC in them high schools, man. You understand? You getting them kids coming straight out, young in their prime, sending them across there to fight your wars, man. You understand? And it's been happening for ages, man. For long periods of time, it's been happening. You know what I'm saying? They had slaves fighting their wars, man.
Right.
You understand? Like, this is crazy. They are forcing our children to go and fight, talking about some leadership skills, discipline, and civic values. You understand? It's no discipline in Esau's military, man. Right. So, like, go ahead, brother.
And so, like I said, that's so heavy you say that because, you know, they got a movie out with Will Smith. Right. It's called Emancipation. And it's talking about, which actually is a loosely true story. And the brother that was he played in, his name is Gordon.
Right.
If you ever seen the brother, he's sitting in a chair with his arm on his side, and you can see his back is whipped
up from the lashes. Yeah.
Kind of the lashes that Esau did to him. But he also fought in the war too, because his whole momentum of what the getting away from the slavery was to get where Lincoln was at, to help, to be a free slave. And of course, they used our people, to fight against the slave masters.
Right.
So like
Most High Christ, man. Like we've been fighting, and they've been using us to fight in their wars for ages, man.
Right.
You understand? We had black pilots in their wars. You understand? They didn't even want Negroes flying planes, but we had what they call them? What was it, red tails or something like that?
Right.
You understand? We had black pilots. You understand, that changed the course of their wars. Right. That helped them win their wars, man. You understand? They know damn well they couldn't do nothing without black people in their army, man.
Right.
They will fail. You understand? So they trying to get our kids while they young. You understand? And trying to get away from poverty. Go ahead, brother.
No, that's heavy. You said that. You mentioned the red tails. We could talk about the triple nickels, or we could talk about the Buffalo Soldiers. We could even talk about the Montfort Point Marines. I took care of a Montfort Point Marine down there near Jacksonville. And he told me the way one day he went to school, he said, I always wanted to be a cowboy. That's what he said. He said one day he went to school, they put him in the gymnasium and they lined him up from tallest to shortest. The tallest ones went into the Marine Corps. The ones after that went into the Army. After that, you went to the Air Force, and the short ones went into the Navy. And I said, why the short ones going to the Navy? Because they're the ones that can, fit in the submarines.
Right. I
said, dang, that's crazy. He have a choice. He's from Cherry, North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken.
Good, nice.
Salakia.
Damn, Salakia. That's crazy, man. You understand? Like, and this just shows you how this beast is designed, man. Like these people that we deal with, man. These people, they think about the stuff that they do. They think about the positions that they put blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in, man. Yeah. You understand? There's no better way to force somebody into your military than not allowing them any other routes to escape the poverty that they in, man. You understand? And if you go up and down Fayetteville, downtown Fayetteville, you know what I'm saying, you'll see brothers and sisters that done fought in these wars and just out wandering the streets now, man. Because America pushed them into the militaries and put them in the wars, you understand, but didn't give a damn about them when they came back from the wars. You understand? Go ahead, brother, with that article.
Come. And open students' eyes to the military, Salakia. And open students' eyes to the idea of a military career.
See, that's right. That right there is what they're trying to do. Right. They push you in there because they want you to go into the military. Go ahead, brother.
In the students, Salakia, in the class, students had to wear military uniforms.
See, you got to put their uniforms on. What them uniforms consist of? Can we get Can we see what them uniforms consist of? Do they have? You have to put them them uniforms on. I don't know if they had them flags on them uniforms. They had them flags on them uniforms. I believe I believe they do have them flags on them uniforms. But they forcing you. You know what I'm saying? They putting you in that class, trying to open your eyes to their military, man. Talking about you can be anything from here. You can take any route from this one right here. You come in this military, you can go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? You can travel, you can feed your family, you can go to school, you can retire, all this and that. But they telling you you gotta wear this uniform though. And go ahead. What else they said?
Come. Students had to wear military uniforms and obey orders.
Right. You gotta wear their uniforms and listen to their orders, man. Right. You understand? They telling you whatever the hell they want to tell you to do. Right? And you gotta follow them orders, man. You have to follow their orders. You understand? Go ahead, brother.
Come. From an instructor who was often yelling.
Right. They want to yell at you and degrade you, but they expecting you to follow their orders, man. You understand? You will get no love in Esau's military. If you go into Esau's military, you're gonna be treated the same way you treated outside in America, man. And you understand? Except it's probably gonna be a little worse in Esau's military, man, because they're gonna get away with doing whatever and saying whatever because this is a white man's army, boy. You understand? You're not gonna be able to go in there and do what you want to do. thinking you're gonna go in there and wear the uniform how you want to wear the uniform. They're gonna make you look dressed right, dressed. You understand? And it's a evil and wicked thing in that to join your oppressor's military, man. Read on, brother.
Come. Thomas said, but when
So gay. Good night. It's so gay. Like you see how brothers dress in the I.S.U.P.K, man, and then you look at them. They are not scaring anybody, man.
right,
You are not scaring anybody with a shaved face. You understand? And a collar shirt.
right.
That is terrible, man. Look what they doing to them kids, man. That's crazy. You understand? Go ahead, brother Salaki.
Come. Thomas said, but when several of them pleaded to be allowed to drop the class, school administrators refused.
Right. You see how these devils did? Like they pushed these kids into these classes, and these kids going to them instructors or them what they call them administrators, and telling them that they don't want to be in these classes, and they refusing to let them out these classes, man. You understand? Because you are a slave in this place, man. You go into where we tell you to go, and we're not going to change it. Right. You understand? We're not going to change our mind unless we want you somewhere else. You understand? So if these kids, these kids wanted to go a different route, lawyers, nurses, X, Y, and Z, they not allowed to, because they want these kids in the military, man. They want to force these kids into they armed services, man. You understand? It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. You understand how much they try to do black people like this, man? Knowing damn well when them kids go into that military, they're not gonna be shown no love, have no type of freedom. You understand? You're not free out here, and you're not gonna be free in there, man. Right. You understand? You wear that flag and you come home and still get your head blown off, man. Mm-hmm. Fight for this country and come home and still in poverty, man. Right. After you do your contracts. You understand? Esau, we dealing with a devil, man. You understand? Read on, brother.
Come. They told us it was mandatory, Thomas said.
Right. They talking about it's mandatory. You understand? They telling you it's mandatory for you to go into our military classes. You go into our JROTC, it's mandatory. Even though you didn't decide that you wanted to do that. You ain't even thought about no military. Right. I know when I was in high school, I ain't give a damn about no military. I was trying to see how many shots I can make in the gymnasium in a row. Mm-hmm. Seeing if I can run a football faster than my friends. You understand? Get over a hurdle quicker than everybody else. Mm-hmm. You understand? I wasn't thinking nothing about no military, man. But they trying to push it in our kids early, man.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead. So like you said, if I may, and that's so heavy you think about too, you know, what Officer Zion always say is we know the Most High is a man of war. Right. You know, and if we're his sons, that makes us warriors. Mm-hmm. You know, with us being warriors, when we come together, that makes us an army. Right. So they try to utilize that to fight their battles because they see the warrior in us. You know what I mean? And it's like they, like you said, they try to pinpoint and push this in our children early so that we can fight in their wars because they already see that this is a warlike brother.
That's right.
So like,
and man, most of the time, correct. Like you absolutely correct, man. You understand? Like all you gotta do is look at these gangs that blacks and Hispanics form out here, man. Right. You understand? We are made to go to war. Right. You understand? Like I ain't never seen a black man who like you make him upset. Like you be looking like, God damn, boy, that boy about to tear through some stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much every brother, man. That's pretty much every brother. We are designed to be warriors, man. That's right. You understand? But the thing is, we designed to be warriors for the Lord, man. Right. You understand? We're not designed to be in Esau's military, man. Right. Where you gotta shave your face, shave your beard. You understand? Put on some gay suit. Right. You understand? We not designed to do that. Like that's why every brother that go in there be so ready to get out, man. And the only brothers that want to stay in there are the soft brothers who done conform to the ways of Esau, man. You understand? I like all the real niggas I done seen in the military, man. They always leave. Right. You understand? They always leave, or they always get in trouble because they won't conform to Esau's way, man. Right. You understand? And that just shows you that we just in there to get paid, man. You understand? We in there just to get a way out. You understand? Because we feel like in there is better than out here. in there is better than selling drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, but even when we go in, some of our people, we don't conform to that. You know, you go in, do your little couple of years, get your disability, you get the hell on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And don't look back. We don't even think about going back. Go ahead, brother.
Come on. JROTC programs taught by military veterans at some 3,500 high schools across the country are supposed to be elective.
Now, they said these supposed to be elective classes, man. You understand? They forcing our kids into these classes, but these supposed to be electives, man. Meaning you choose these classes if you decide that that's something that you want to do. You understand? Right. And even when you get in there and you decide, you know, I don't want this, you could drop it. You know what I'm saying? You could drop it and get out of there. But these devils are forcing our people to go into these classes and not allowing them to go out or leave. You understand? Go ahead. I'm telling you, that's a slave. This is they treating these kids like slaves, man. Right. You understand? These 3,500 high schools are plantations, man. Mm-hmm. These are plantations. They forcing these kids into their militaries, man. Wow. Training them young. Go ahead, brother.
Come. It says 3,500 high schools across the country are supposed to be elective, and the Pentagon has said requiring students to take them goes against its guidelines. Mm-hmm. But the New York Times found thousands of public school students were being funneled into the classes without ever having chosen them.
Yeah, either thousands, man. It's thousands. This is happening all over this country, man. You understand? This is happening all over the place, right? They forcing these kids into these classes, man, by the thousands. You understand? Go ahead.
Okay. It says funneled into the classes without ever having been chosen them, either as an explicit requirement or by being automatically enrolled.
Right. Go ahead.
A review of JROTC enrollment data collected from more than 200 public records requests show dozens of schools have made the program mandatory or steered more than 75% of students in a single grade into the classes.
Right. You understand? Like they forcing these kids to go in there about the dozens, man. You understand? We just read that it said thousands, but you see here more than 200 of them schools, man, are forcing them kids to go into them programs, man. Saying that it's mandatory, or they bring you in there, sit you in that guidance counselor's office, and that guidance counselor sitting here looking at your grades and stuff like, well, you know, you've been getting in a lot of trouble. You understand? Or you know, you ain't been taking this class or that class. You don't have the best grades. I think the best option for you would be to go into the military. Now, the school offer the JROTC now. Right. The school offers JROTC, so you know you can go in and probably be like a PFC. You know what I'm saying? Like private 2 or something like that. Right. If you go and take this course right over here, because you don't have the best grade. You understand? That's what they sitting down in them guidance counselors say it. So, like, go ahead, brother.
No, that's a good point you said about the guidance counselor. They are terrible.
Right.
When I was in high school, I mean, my God. I mean, the guidance counselors, they literally did absolutely nothing unless you got in trouble. There was no proactiveness to it. It was all reactive.
Right.
The guidance counselor walks around the school. You don't see them until you actually do something. You skip class,
right.
Gamble in the bathroom, smoking, ditching, whatever. Then you see the guidance counselor.
Right.
It's not proactive where they come in and give you alternatives to, let me look at this class grade. Let me highlight the students who are struggling or maybe can't get into college. Let me alternate a trade route. Or maybe something like, let's give them extra help. Maybe summer school. Right. They demonize summer school. They do all these things. The guidance counselors, these public schools are getting paid for absolutely nothing.
That's right.
And their credentials need to be higher than what they are to be a guidance counselor. To give guidance to adolescent children, they should be required to have at least a master's degree.
Right.
Or doctorate, in my opinion. Because
Right.
how are you gonna, challenge the minds and give guidance to these fresh brains who America's ready to gobble up, pause, and you can't even, you can't even recommend anything that's not Army to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. It's always Army, Navy, Marine, Air Force, or go to barber school.
Sorry.
Like, it's ridiculous. Salakia.
No, you too wild, man. Get that brother a hand. You absolutely correct, man. You understand? I didn't even know I had a guidance counselor. You understand? Until I got to like 12th grade. You understand? She talking about what route you want to take. Luckily, I went ahead and took the classes that I knew I was gonna have to take in college. You understand? Went ahead and started on that. But that's because I had a mother that gave a damn about me. You understand? Right. Some of our kids, you understand, we don't have strong black leadership roles in our lives, man. Right. You understand? Fathers missing, mothers don't care. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and so you go to school and you start putting your trust in these teachers and stuff like that, and they don't give a damn about you. You understand? I see people who were close with their guidance counselors. And the guidance counselor telling them that the Army is the route, man. Right. You understand? That guidance counselor don't give a damn about you, man. You understand? At the end of the day, that guidance counselor sitting behind that desk, collecting a paycheck, like my brother just said, collecting the paycheck, knowing damn well that he don't deserve it, man. Right. Going home at night, not giving a damn about these kids, man. You understand? Salakia, go ahead, brother. Oh, you had something to say? Oh, go ahead.
Okay, come on. A vast majority of the schools with those high enrollment numbers were attended by a large proportion of non-white students.
Now, how did we know that was going to happen? Right. How do we know that was going to happen? You understand? Because they care about their own people. You understand? When it comes to brotherhood, our oppressor, you understand, he understands what brotherhood is, man. You understand? But it takes the I.S.U.P.K to teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians what brotherhood is. Right. Because that's not being taught in our households, in our communities. You understand what I'm saying? It's not being taught to Black people how to be a brother to another brother or sister to another sister, man. You understand? We just talk, hey, if they hit you, hit them back. Right. Hit them harder. Instead of saying, hey, Salaki, like, what's up? Like, why you hit me? Right. You know what I'm saying? We ready to fire off. We ready to go, what 50 Cent say, get the strap. You understand? We ready to retaliate. You understand? Like, straight up. Foot hanging off the edge, just waiting on somebody to do something so you can jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that we taught in our music and everything. TV shows, music. You understand? Like, everybody want to be a gangster in the Black community, man. Right. Nobody wants to be a leader. Nobody wants to teach Black kids how to stand up for themselves the right way. Right. You understand? Except the I.S.U.P.K. When you come in here, like, you come in here, man, you start learning how to love Black people. A trooper in here could do a better job as a guidance counselor than somebody who's been sitting behind that desk for 30 years, man. Right. Go ahead, brother.
No, Salakia, Trooper Kodar said they send their children to places like West Point. Right. And this is a very heavy point because, my best friend, when I was in the world, he ended up going to West Point, $400,000 scholarship. Little did I know, behind the scenes what was going on, but he hated every second of it. He hated every second of him having to, walk the line, the long gray line is what they call it there. I'm down at UNCG doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? On my way to matriculation, you know what I'm saying? about to flunk my way up out of there, And the thing about going to West Point is deemed an Ivy League school. This is where the top percentage of academia, this is where they send their children. If you want to have a military career, this is where you go. Right. You go to VMI, you go to the Citadel, you go to West Point. You know what I'm saying? This is not an option for so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right. They want you to go enlisted. I never met with the guidance counselor ever. Jeez. And these brothers that have these opportunities, they're meeting with the guidance counselor. The guidance counselor is helping them with respect to career development. Right. showing them this is what you want to do instead of doing it this way. Do this, do that. They have real counseling, but that's not offered to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian students. Salakia.
No, you absolutely right, man. Give him a hand, man. You understand? And you made a heavy point with that what you say, the long gray line.
Right.
You understand? They do that in the schools too, but they had that line along the wall, prisons and all that. They training the kids' minds to walk in a file, like walks one behind the next. You understand? And when they when they take away things like career path opportunities, you understand? Take away things like real guidance that children can use to steer themselves away from poverty, you understand, and actually do something. You understand? They take all that stuff away, and the only thing that you don't learn out of your 12 years of school is how to walk in that goddamn line, one behind the other. And then once you go to prison, you understand, you will have no problem with walking in a line. Once you join Esau's military, you have no problem with walking in a line. You understand? They are teaching our children from what do you say, like the third grade? The third grade, you understand? Based off of how they take a test, whether they pass, what was it, reading or something like that? If you score high on reading and stuff like that, they can already tell if your child gonna go to jail. You understand? And they already telling your child to look into the military at a young age. You understand? Based off of where you coming from and how you doing in school. Go ahead, brother.
Salaki, if I may. A young man, James, said the military teaches our children how to love our oppressors even more and hate their true culture.
Right. You ever seen one of them old army cats that just like you just cannot tell him that he is not a part of America, man. Die hard America, man. You understand? Walk around with the veteran hats with the pins and everything. Got it all over the car. You understand? The pins, the little coins and everything all over the car, the flag. You can't tell him that he is not American, man. He is more American than the oppressor is. He gives a damn about America more than his oppressor does, man. You understand? But we gonna get into an article later on that's gonna tell blacks, that's gonna show blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians how America feels about them. Just hold tight. Go ahead, brother.
Come. The role of by a large proportion of non-white students and those from low-income households, the Times found. The role of JROTC in U.S. high schools has been a point of debate since the program was founded more than a century ago. During the anti-war battles of the 1970s, protests over what was seen as an attempt to recruit high schoolers to serve in Vietnam prompted some school districts to restrict the program.
Right.
Most schools gradually phase out any enrollment requirements.
Go ahead.
But 50 years later, new conflicts are emerging as parents in some cities say their children are being forced to put on military uniforms, obey a chain of command, and recite patriotic declarations in classes they never wanted to take.
Right. To hell with kneeling for a flag. You understand? You're gonna put this uniform on. You gonna recite this patriotic declaration. You understand? Go ahead, brother. Salah.
That's heavy too, because I see exactly how they do this. I remember a JRTC program back in like 2000, 98, 99, around there. It was like, who was barely doing that? Bonkel was in school. Like, nobody was really doing that.
Right.
You know, it was goofy if you did it. It was a thing was like, I mean, I'm not saying the people who did it were goofy, but we looked at it as like, I'm not doing that. I'm not wearing those tight pants. I'm not doing that nonsense.
Right.
I'm not getting to school early to raise the flag. Right. I'm not doing that. I'm playing football, basketball, doing something else. Right. But make a long story short, now it's like, you know, the way these classes are set up, this 4-block or standardized testing and all this stuff, like they'll say, okay, these are the classes that you need to get into college. You're lacking here. So when you do your schedule, you missed this opportunity to get these classes. So this was left in this JRTC. So right. It's, if you want to graduate, you got to take, you know, you got to have this, it's worth this many credits and stuff like that. They're like kind of boxing these kids who have like C and D averages to take these JRTC courses. Right. You do have your certain students who volunteer themselves. You always have volunteers that want to do JRTC, right? Especially the Air Force. But this is like for oh yeah, here you go. They gearing up for World War III because they know that this knowledge of the wokeness some of these students, you don't get this quite political wokeness till you get to like your sophomore, junior in college, where you're like, man, damn the military.
Right.
But when you're 17, 18 years old, trying to find something to do to make mommy, daddy proud, you'll join the army then.
Mm-hmm.
So they're getting the Negroes to do it. Why? Because Esau's going to get revved up to join anyway.
Right.
With Donald Trump and Fighting for America and Pat Tillman, the patriarchs, they're going to gear up to go line up anyway. When 9/11, when towers fell, there was lines outside of the recruit buildings. I remember it like yesterday.
Right.
When those towers fell, I was in high school when it happened. There were lines outside of recruiting offices, white kids wanting to fight, go to Afghanistan. Negro, black, and Hispanic kids, they're not doing that. But if they get them in JRTC, now it's pseudos like, okay, now we got you. Because by the time you realize it's too late, you done signed 3 to 5 years already. So this, instead of, you don't have to do the draft when you got the high schools and doing this GRTC program.
Right.
And
you're absolutely correct, man. You understand? You get that kid coming from high school, want their own money. They see in the brother coming home and he driving the Charger and everything, and he lying his behind off, talking about, oh man, it ain't that bad. Right. You understand? Lying. Just setting kids up. Yeah, setting them up, man. You understand? I know we all been there. I had cousins and everything that did it. They come home with all different type of J's, talking about where they done been and all this. Let's just make it sound like it's something that you just want to do. And then you go into the church, the pastor, like everybody in the church clapping and stuff like that. Pastor congratulating, everything like that. Look, you look so good, boy. I remember I didn't think you were gonna do nothing, but you look so good. You look so clean. You're so disciplined. XYZ. Everybody in church clapping. Yeah. You understand? Making the military sound like it's just the thing to do. Right. You understand? Whole time, you don't know. Everybody know that they telling a lie except you. Right. You understand? You go in that military, man. Next thing you know, you end up how they did the sister, man. Throw her in the ditch after they kill her. Right. I can't remember her name. It was Vanessa. Right. You end up getting molested, man. You understand? They don't show you that side of Esau's terrible military, man. Go ahead, Salakia.
No. That's a heavy point that you made. And in the article, you know, the parents are complaining about their children being forced to obey a chain of command and recite patriotic declarations.
Right.
I mean, if you grew up in America, in the school system, in the curriculum, you're taught to pledge allegiance to the flag.
That's right.
You know, you're taught to put your right hand over your heart. You know what I'm saying? This is how carnal our oppressor is, you know. We know in this school that your heart is your mind.
Right.
But Esau, he's such an animal, you know. Put your right hand over your heart and pledge allegiance. You got to face the flag. And here you're taught to face the east.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, who you serving?
Right.
You know, you're taught to worship idols in Esau's curriculum.
You're
not taught to worship the Most High Power.
Right.
You know, and it's crazy because, you know, Kawhi was talking about how, you know, the brothers that were going into JROTC, they were usually being groomed by soldiers. They had daddy in the house and daddy was a soldier. And daddy said, this worked for me. You know, this is the reason why we're able to live in this house. This is the reason why you're able to go see that doctor. This is the reason why you got them braces on your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Sign up and serve, you know, and you'll make your way. And in all actuality, you're really you're destroying yourself.
Right.
It's a lock in.
No, man, you're absolutely correct, man. Give him a hand. You know what I'm saying? You're absolutely correct. Like you have no alternative as a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man.
Right.
You have no other route. You understand? Like Bunker all said earlier, you either got a wicked jump shot, man. You can take a mic and do stuff that other people can't. You understand? Or you going into the military, man. You understand? You have no other routes. If you're not selling your soul out to America, man. Right. You're not whoring yourself out for this place, man. You either in the military or you making them some money in a prison cell, man. You understand? Go ahead with that article. He stopped that in Chicago.
In Chicago, concerns raised by activists, news coverage, and inspector general's report led the school district to backtrack this year on automatic JROTC enrollments at several high schools that serve primarily lower income neighborhoods on the city's south and west sides. and other places, the Times found the practice continues, with students and parents sometimes rebuffed when they fight compliers. Oh, Slovakia. Compliers enrollment. JRTC classes, which offer instructions in a wide range of topics, including leadership, civic values, weapons handling, and financial literacy, have provided the military with a valuable way to interact with teenagers at a time when it's facing its most serious recruiting challenges since the end of the Vietnam War.
Right. Ain't nobody trying to go in that military no more, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody trying to go in there. Like, black people are waking up and telling their kids that they shouldn't go into the military, man. You understand? I showed the kids what was it? Goodness gracious. I cannot think of the name of it.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood. Right? I showed them this movie over the weekend, and so like, you know, you got Trey's father saying, you know, the army ain't a place for a black man.
Right.
You understand? And I was sitting there, like, he was talking, saying all these different things in the movie, and I was telling him, I'm like, yo, like this is stuff that you learn in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
But this is what black households are missing. I was like, you see how Trey knew he had sense to get out that car and not go do something crazy. You understand? But look what happened to the rest of them, man. You understand? He went and shot these brothers, and 2 weeks later, he got gunned down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but only in the I.S.U.P.K do you learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like stuff may happen, but you have to use your mind, man. You have to be wise about what you do when things happen.
Right.
It's easy for us to go pick up a gun and shoot back.
Right.
You understand? But that's exactly what them devils want you to do, man.
Mm.
Go ahead.
No, that was heavy too, because, you know, in the Boys in the Hood movie, that was when, you know, the brink of when, you know, like you were allowed to be a little conscious in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Furious Styles, Trey's father, you know, he set a good example for a black man. Even though the parents were split, she did allow him to see his son. But when he said the military ain't a place for a black man, imagine somebody saying that now in a movie.
Right.
Like, they get canceled. They I edit that part out.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, and I always appreciated that part. And to add to that, for anybody who's listening, all you young men and women who play sports, like Ricky was wanting to play football.
Right.
He was getting discouraged because he's into poverty. He has a baby in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He said, man, damn this, I'm just gonna go ahead and join the military. He saw the commercial. Well, a lot of athletes think that they're gonna go and play sports in the Army.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna go in there and play. No, you're not. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very rare that you're gonna play for the all Army team.
Right.
It's not happening, Jack. You're gonna have so much work to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, IFR, like you're not getting that time to go play ball nowhere.
Right.
And if your commander even signs off for you leaving the unit to go play, like, it's a lot of stuff. And to add to the last point, I'll be brief. When you said when you come home and all your boys are saying like, oh, look at your card, all that, how's the Army? And you get the lion, it's because you're mentally drained at this point. You don't have time to explain to them what formation is.
Right.
You don't have time to explain what, you know what I'm saying, toe the line or making a bed is, and, you know what I'm saying, sick call and being up for jump, you know, feet knees together. You don't got time to explain that to a civilian. You just say, man, it's all right. Because you're just so mentally drained. You don't have time to give them everything you've been through.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we brothers come home from the military and you ask them, how is it? And they give you some, man, it's not bad. Because you just like, I wish I could tell them. I can't put it into words how sucky this is.
Right.
Like, I want to quit every goddamn day, but you just find some reason to just stick it out. Pause.
Nice. You asked the correct. Go ahead, brother.
No, Salaki, we all over your class right
No,
now.
you
But
too hard.
you really, you know what I'm saying, bringing out something heavy tonight, because this affects us, especially, you know, because we're in Fayetteville,
Right.
you know, which is an all-American city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the only reason why Fayetteville is what it is because of Fort Bragg, or what Camp Liberty is what it's about to be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But in the article, you know, they mentioned this term to be rebuffed. They said that the low-income neighborhood parents
Mm-hmm.
were rebuffed whenever they would come and express their concerns about their children, you know, being involuntarily enrolled into these classes.
Right.
And I looked up the term rebuff, and it means to reject or criticize sharply. just snubbed. So it's like, damn, you know, they're probably expounding upon your situation as far as the hell that you live in. You mean to tell me this is all you have to offer your kid? I can only imagine the conversations inside of these offices.
Right.
It's very demeaning. It's very dehumanizing for them to treat Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian students or their parents that way. You know, these people, those guidance counselors have a master's degree. I looked that up. That is imperative for them to have a master's degree in order for them to be in that position. So you're talking to somebody that has a master's degree and you live in subsidized housing. What the hell are you going to tell me about the future of your child? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, you don't have any options, you know, if you're relying upon their system. But you do have an option.
Right.
And that's the I.S.U.P.K and the Command and General YAHANNA.
Yeah,
So
right, man. No, both of y'all correct, man. You understand? And you said
Trooper Kodar said, we need to make sure our children are taking college prep courses instead of how to fill out an application.
right. You understand? And they don't put classes like that into school where it teaches kids about how to build credit, man, what to do with credit, how to buy land, how to flip houses, stuff like that, equity. You know what I'm saying? Like financial stability, stuff like that. They don't teach our kids that stuff, man.
Right.
You understand? And you made a heavy point. You understand? The parents that can go to the school, you understand, and sit down, because a lot of them kids' parents can't go to that school and see them guidance counselors,
Right.
because they have to work and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So the ones that can, I can only imagine, like how you said, how degrading that conversation is. You understand? You sitting across from this devil, and she looking at you and your child like, you don't want your child to end up like you. This will put this child in the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's basically what they saying. That's basically what they saying. They just beat around it. You understand? But they basically saying, you don't want your child to end up like you.
Right.
So send this child this route. I know I got the best, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'll make sure that this child is successful in life. You understand? But they lying through their teeth, man. You understand? These kids, it say they struggling to get people in the military now, man. They struggling. Go ahead, brother.
Salakia, young man James Futrell said, I have an uncle who still suffers from the things he did while fighting in Desert Storm.
Right. Now I got an uncle too that still suffer from that stuff, man. You understand? And he was in there smoking angel dust, man.
Good night.
Trying to deal with the trauma that came with all that stuff that he had to do in Esau's military, man. And everybody talking about he crazy. It wasn't until after I got in that I realized, okay, he had to go through a lot of stuff, man. He had to go through a lot of stuff. Go ahead, brother. Salaki.
Concert. While Pentagon officials have long insisted JROTC is not a recruiting tool, they have openly discussed expanding the $400 million a year program. Who saw
all that money that they pushing into this program, man?
Right.
$400 million a year into this program, man, to get these kids into this program, man. You understand? That's how you know America is not spending that much money on this program and not benefiting from it, man. You understand? Salaki, go ahead, Otto One.
What this goes to show is that America is falling. That's simplified.
Right.
Yeah.
Babylon is falling. You understand? When you talk about they're having a hard time finding recruits to go into the JRTC program, what you're talking about is first use your trick to effeminize the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian population,
Right.
by giving them video games and allowing them to go into drug and this culture, not understanding we were the very people that were propping your military up in the first damn place. So now you poison us with your education, you
Right.
poison us with your financial system, you poison us with the food and the drug and all the things you put in front of us. So guess what? You're taking away the warrior spirit that the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man would have. That's why they're not joining the military.
Right.
It's no real benefit for them to join the military.
Right.
Before long, if I remember correctly, brothers couldn't have. I mean, so like the sisters couldn't have long hair.
Right.
Now, guess what they're allowing the sisters to do? They can let them have dreads now. The sisters, the hair is down their back now. Brother, you can have no beard in the military. Guess what they're doing now? Brothers can have full beards now. See, it's always an adjustment when the system begin to fall. What we are seeing right now is the fall of America. You understand?
That's right.
That there is no military without its military might. You understand?
Right.
So all these things are happening is by the grace of the Lord that we're able to sit in this classroom and see what's happening right before our very eyes.
That's
what
right.
you're seeing is the fall of America. You understand?
Yeah, right.
That's what that represents. And no amount of money that they throw at it is gonna put a band-aid on what the Lord is about to do.
That's right. Yeah, right. Go ahead, brother.
Add to what Zion was saying. Remember when, like I said, I keep harping on this, but when 9/11 happened, this is 2001, right? Wasn't it? But my senior year, 2001. I remember like the lines outside of the recruiting stations. Now, prior to this, you couldn't have tattoos on your neck. You had to be a clean cut person to really. MEPS was a serious process. You couldn't really get in the army like that. You got you got waivers for all kind of stuff after 9/11. Negroes had tattoos on their hands and their neck. They let them in. Come on, we'll take you anyway. Now you got a beard, no problem. Grow your beard out, line it up. Why? Because they know they need bodies for World War III.
Right.
All this is guilt. Before 9/11, you couldn't get in the army rarely, unless you just, it was a slow process. You got tattoos. No. After 9/11, not only can you come in with a tattoo on your neck, or if you got some kind of light felony, they'll expunge it. Or if you got some kind of misdemeanors, your criminal record was really held with a microscope before 9/11. After 9/11, they were taking all kind of criminals. Just ask about all the dope boys that got a chance to come into the army after 9/11. It's ridiculous. Then on top of that, now that they're getting up for World War III, the same thing. They're letting sisters have dreads now. Brothers got beards now.
Right.
It's like the grooming, the standards have lowered to get more people in. They need bodies. Why? Because when the army pulled out of Afghanistan, and you seen all the soldiers who died in Afghanistan and Iraq. I spent 10 months over there. People was getting killed left and right. You know what I'm saying? Most of them was white,
right?
But neither to say they were soldiers. They were killed. They died. Fighting for something they believed in, they thought was right, only to see America pull out of Afghanistan, and what happens? The Taliban takes over again.
Right.
So now these special forces guys who's training the Afghans to fight for themselves, and these Rangers, 82nd and 101st, they feel like, you know what? I wasted my goddamn time because my buddies died for us to help them sustain themselves. Now we're pulling out of this war, and guess what happened? The Taliban is still here. So what we did was in vain. So
That's
now
right.
Nobody wants to join the army. It's a big joke.
That's right.
The Most High is revealing who Esau really is. People are waking up. They're not going to join your fighting force. So you got to go attack the goddamn school system with JRTC.
Right.
Because they don't have no clue. It's crazy.
And give out both hands, man. That's absolutely correct, man. You understand? And Officer Zion hit the nail on the head. Like this is the destruction of Babylon, man. You understand? America is falling right before our eyes, man. You understand? And that's why it's important that we hold these classes and continue to go out on them streets and wake our people up, man, so that they can see that this place is falling, man. You understand? Let's drop this story because it's just gonna keep running on and on. Let's jump into this next story, man. This that Colorado police story, man. This story right here. This next story is a disgusting story, man. You understand? Let me get Zephaniah chapter 2, and you know which one I want. Chapter 2 and verse 1.
And Salaki, before you get to that article, I was just looking up. I remember, I think they did it on the Grill, Commanding General YAHANNA's Black Watch, where they talked about what the recruiters were making. They're making money to fill a quota.
Right.
And now there's an article that talks about the sexual misconduct between the so-called JROTC recruiters and the students.
So, Lakia, that sexual that's an old thing.
Yeah.
That's a very old thing. Like recruiters, male on female, now male on male or female on female. Like that whole interpersonal thing. It's like you're a recruiter. The Army has a $400 million budget. I just brought it out. JRTC program. Now you have the recruiting stations where recruiters like, okay, Keisha comes into the office. Now Keisha has to do these certain amount of push-ups and pass this test. So now I'm going to monitor Keisha myself. So you're not even like, they're not even vetting these recruiters like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there is a process where DA selects you to go to, they send you a notice of want to go recruiter or drill sergeant. So now that this E5 or E6 or E7 is calling Keisha to say, hey, meet me at this gym at such and such o'clock. We're going to do push-ups. Who's monitoring him to make sure he's not flirting with her?
Right.
They do this on college campuses. I remember back in the day, they used to say, man, we about to go to Fayetteville State. We about to get a box of chicken. We're going to go to KFC, get some chicken. We're going, you know what I'm saying? We're going to get some chicken. We're going to pass it, give it to the girls. Like, that's all they do. Sexual harassment, sexual deviance, man.
Right.
It's ridiculous. The Army's, listen, man, we can talk about this all day. I thought you already know. Coming from, come on, man. I met this brother in the Esau's military. All the filth we seen and turned a blind eye to. We had a plan to get the hell out. Right. But just suffering through the days you had to stay in there while watching it is ridiculous.
Terrible. You understand? Y'all, man, give yourselves a hand, man. That is the same thing that America is built on, runs and thrives in that military, man. Right. You understand? That rape, rob, and murder, all of it is still going on in Esau's military. You understand? You got that
Come on, sir.
Let's jump into that.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Right.
Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
You understand? The scripture says for us to gather ourselves together, O nation not desired. You understand? Not to gather together in Esau's military, man. Right. You understand? It's saying to gather together. You have to separate yourself from Esau's military, man. You have to separate yourself from your oppressor, man. You understand? Because your protection, it's coming time now where your protection is gonna come from your own people, man. Right. You understand? Not once have black people stood up for black people, man. You understand? The I.S.U.P.K, we learned what it means to be brothers, man. And we learned what it meant to stand up for black people, man. You understand? It's coming to a point now where you're not gonna have nobody to stand up for you unless you in these buildings, man. Right. If you're not in these schools, you're not gonna have nobody to stand up for you, man. You understand? And nobody's gonna stand up for you the way that Commander Junior YAHANNA stands up for you. That's right. You understand? Commander Junior YAHANNA took all these hardcore brothers in here, man. You understand, that came out of Esau's military, came out of prisons, didn't have nowhere else to go, came out the streets, got off of drugs, got out of gangs. You understand? He brought all these brothers in here from different walks of lives and showed them how to stand up for black people, man. Right. You understand? And we do it day in and day out. This ain't no part-time job. You understand? You come in here, you change your life, man. That's right. And you start standing up for your own people. And this is the only place that you're gonna find on the face of the earth that's gonna give a damn about black people, man. Yeah, right. Nobody else is nobody else is caring about black people, man. That's why it's telling us to gather ourselves together. This is the only place that you're gonna be able to gather together, man. You can't do it with the purple group. You understand? The purple group don't give a damn about nobody. Right. You understand? You can't do it with the rest of them because they allow child molesters in there, man. That's right. They believe that if a girl turned 12, she ready. You understand? So this is gonna be the only place that you're gonna be able to come and feel free, man, and have people to take up for you and look out for you, man. Look out for your well-being. That's right. You understand? Let's get into that article, brother.
The Colorado police.
Come.
Colorado police beat black vet to a pulp, then joke and laugh about it.
You understand? This is how America feels about our children joining JROTC, man. You understand? This brother right here in this article, man, this brother was a veteran, man. You understand? And they beat this brother, like they beat the crap out of this brother, man. You understand? They didn't give a damn that he served their country, that he wore a flag, you understand, and fought for these bastards in this country, man. You understand? These bully cops, You understand? Who were probably too scared to even sign up and enlist in their own military. Seen this brother, and they beat this brother down, man. Go ahead, brother Salakia.
Lawyers representing a homeless black veteran are calling for a criminal investigation into the vicious assault on the man by police during a traffic stop. Body camera footage shows a group of Colorado Springs police officers pounding Dalvin Gatson in his head and face with their fist, leaving him drenched in blood, swollen and bruised. His attorneys say Gatson received multiple injuries, including black eyes and a ruptured eardrum. The beating exacerbated his post-traumatic stress disorder. After the officers carried out the bloody arrest, they joked on camera about their efforts.
Right. You understand? They beat this brother if you see the video.
You want to show this?
No,
You got it on there?
Okay, yeah. Pull it up so they can see.
Yeah, like it's a image, man. They beat this brother, like they was beating the crap out this brother, man. And he served his country. You understand? He served his country, and these bastards beat him, man. You understand? And not to mention that, not only did he serve his country, man, this country didn't give a damn about him when he got out that military. It say he was homeless, man. It say he was homeless and he had PTSD. Why the hell would a veteran be homeless with PTSD? You understand? That shows you that they don't give a damn about black people, man. It should be. You click on news. Click on news, and it should be right there.
Okay, Most High in Christ. I see it.
Yeah, that right there. Yep.
Let me share it real quick. Salakia.
Yeah, understand? Like they beat this brother down, man. And a lot of the homeless people are veterans, man.
Right.
A lot of homeless people are veterans, man. You understand? And this brother didn't have nowhere to go, man. Nobody to turn to. And these bullies beat him down, man, as if he was a nobody.
Right.
You understand? Go ahead, brother.
It's difficult to listen to these officers laugh and joke about beating a veteran to a bloody mess and drawing their firearms on an unarmed man, said one of the man's attorneys, Harry Daniels, in a statement. With officers this casual about the use of excessive and potentially deadly force, Dalvin Gatson is lucky to be alive.
Right. Yeah, and that right there is the life of black people, man. You understand? Like that they showing what happens day in and day out with black people, man. You understand? And when I tell you it's terrible, man. It's terrible. Like, and they say he lucky to be alive. You understand? Look at that brother's face, man. Look at that brother's face, man. They beat this brother, man. You understand? It's a video on there too, also bunker y'all. It's a video on there too.
I got
You understand? Like, and you get probably fast forward it to 5.5 minutes.
Is this the video?
Going down in the right there. You just fast forward to like 5.5 minutes, man. Like they beat they tried to take this brother's life, man. You understand? And this is what happens to our people day in and day out. And this is what they want our children to join, man. This is what they trying to get our children to go into JROTC and become a part of. A hell like this, man. A hellhole that treats his veterans like this, man. You understand? That have homeless veterans in this place that they just go and bully and laugh about it, man. So like,
I'm gonna have to mute your mic just for a second.
No doubt, no doubt.
All right, man. So gonna ask you to just not reach for anything and step on out of the vehicle, okay?
Well, I'm coming out the vehicle.
We'll talk about that, okay? So just step on out.
You got his ID already?
Yeah.
I'm gonna just chill right here if that's cool.
Nope. And we're gonna detain you, okay?
Smoking.
Yep, you're under investigation for a DUI.
They said he was smoking weed, but they said they pulled him over for he had tags on his right.
All ready?
Come on.
All right, so stand up, turn around, hands behind your back.
Hands behind my back.
Yes, you're gonna be the same handcuffs.
No, I'm not.
You're about to stand up. Victor 9-1 fighting.
Other side, man.
Do this. Go ahead. Salaki.
Watch this devil on the passenger side of the car. Now it was a passenger in the car. The passenger already out, right? Look at what this devil do, man.
Stop fighting, bro. Quit fucking fighting.
This devil, he can know his
bro. Fuck out of the car. Stop fighting, bro. Fuck out. You're under arrest. I'm not hitting you, my dog. Hey. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest. All right. Let me get up. Let me get up. You ain't getting up. Hand behind your back now. My bro, let me get up. You're under arrest. All right, bro. Who is this? Bro, crazy, bro. I love y'all. Put your fuck.
Jeez Louise, man. You understand? They like that went on for a little while longer. You understand? They was beating that brother, man, and that brother's face was covered in blood, man. You understand? That's what America does, man. That's America, man. That's what America does to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And you see how they put the image up there? They put the image up there to show the rest of us what to do when you don't listen to them, man. Yeah, what's gonna happen to you if you don't listen to them, man? That's why they got that picture up there, man. I guarantee you, if that was a devil, they would have never posted that picture of a devil laying down like that, man. They would have never did that. You understand? That devil could have told him that he wasn't getting out the car, closed the door, and drove off, and they just would have followed him peacefully. You understand? But this is what happened when you black, Hispanic, and Native Indian in this place, man. You understand? And to hell with all you Christians that tell us that we have to join America, man. Why? So we can get beat down like this? This is what happens when we try to join these people, man.
Right.
You understand? This is what happens when we decide that we're not going to join ourselves together and listen to the Most High, man. You understand? Why the hell I'm going to join America, man? Somebody got to pay for this, man. Somebody has to pay for the things that have happened to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And they try to get us to join with them so that they won't have to pay for it, man. You understand? But God said that, you know, hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. You understand? They got to pay for the things that they've done, man. Somebody has to pay for that, man. You understand? You think that they're just going to get away scot-free? These devils beat this brother down and laughed about it, man. Laughed about it. You understand? It was I think one of y'all brothers sitting in the group chat earlier about the devil who asked it was cops. One cop asked the other cop, did he have his? He said, "Are you hot?" or something like that. Before he went, and this black man land on the pavement, right, handcuffed. This devil asked the other devil, "You hot?" He said, "Nah." And he ran up there and kicked this brother teeth, man. He kicked this brother teeth out his mouth, man. This brother is laying on the pavement. You see the blood coming out his mouth, and he's yelling in pain. And he telling him to stop moving. He just kicked his teeth out his mouth, man. Somebody got to pay for that, man. Right. Somebody has to pay for the things that America has done to God's chosen people, man. Go ahead, Officer Bunker, y'all.
Brother, this is a heavy class, and this is a heavy topic. I remember we brought out that story about Isaac Woodard, who was a black soldier, and he was in South Carolina, and he was on a bus, and a white police officer stuck his billy club in his eye sockets and blinded him. You know, this has been a trend. You know, I got a report according to this website called EJI, and it talks about remembering black veterans targeted for racial violence in the U.S. And this is a big thing, right? You know, this is ever since we fought in every war, every major battle, the American Revolution, the Civil War, right? World War I, World War II. You know what I'm saying? Vietnam, Desert Storm, Afghanistan. Ever since we fought, when we come back over here, we got to deal with, you know, domestic terrorism from officers that are sworn to serve and protect. Right. So this lets me know one thing. about black people that join the armed services or the military, you're not a citizen. They don't look
That's
at you
right.
as a citizen.
That's right.
You know, Salakia.
No, Musa Craig. You had some, Officer Zion?
Could I get the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 16, Baba Kushah? We know the devil is the devil.
That's right.
And he's gonna be crooked. He's a vessel of dishonor, you understand? But we have a huge problem as a nation of people. One, the power that we have to fight back doesn't come by guns. It doesn't come by doing what the oppressor does to us. It comes from our obedience to our Father. That's our real protection, right? But here's the other side of the coin, Baba Kushah. Who got this scripture?
The book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 16.
Come on.
For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
We are destroyed. That brother right there, that thing,
That's right.
that whatever he was smoking, our leaders say it's okay for him to do that.
Right.
Our leaders say, you know what, Snoop Dogg did it, it's okay. They legalized weed in California, it's okay. But we see right then, these are the people that we put in front of us. But guess who ultimately suffer for the illusion that they put in front of our people? We do.
That's right.
You understand? It's our leaders. That Christian church,
Right.
all these different religions that they put in front of us, the indoctrination of Christmas, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, all these things causes us to get our behind beat day in and day out. And our people are stuck with wondering, just like the brother looking, oh, what I do?
Right.
Get out the car. Well, you don't understand who your real enemy is.
Right.
So we self-medicate through drugs and alcohol and sexual promiscuity and Christianity. All these things are drugs to try to deal with our depression, anxiety. That's what we're really looking at. We're looking at a people who is really hurt and have no answers. So what we'll do, we'll self-medicate. And guess what? Our leaders push us further off the goddamn cliff every chance that they get. They error in their ways of what they teach us. Commander General Hunter was just saying, you're echoing exactly what he's saying. Now is the time for Black, Hispanics, and First Nation people to realize there's a real enemy in the earth.
That's right.
And it's not your brother.
Right.
And it's not your sister. It's that weed that you can't put down. It's that Christmas that you want to celebrate. It's that pork that you want to eat. It's that whore that you want to sleep with. It's that white man that you want to be like.
That's right.
That's what destroying our people. And our leaders saying, go be all you can be in the military. Not understanding they pushing us off a goddamn cliff, just like they did the buffalo. You understand? We are being herded and like cattle and led out to slaughter, and our leaders don't know what the hell going on, man.
Right.
The erring in our ways. California, if I'm not mistaken, weed is legal in California. Weed is legal in Colorado. That's America plan. But what does God say? What does the Most High say?
Right.
That's your real protection.
That's
Not man laws, but God laws is our real protection. And we see that these leaders fold every chance that they get just for a goddamn dollar, man.
That's right.
That's what we're looking at. We're looking at destruction of Black people caused by our fake leaders coming out of that goddamn Christian church and all these fake religions. What you gonna vote for next? We don't have no option. You vote. We done voted for what they call pro-life. It didn't work. You find another state that allow you to murder your children. Our leaders cause us to error. Real leadership save their people. Right. Our people are being hurt day in and day out because we do not have the leadership outside of the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
That's the real. That's the gig, guy. Salaki, brother.
I'm sounding crazy. Go ahead,
No,
brother.
Salaki. The scriptures say to mark those which cause division.
Right.
You know, and it's heavy that Officer Zion pulled, that scripture because there are prominent leaders that are advocating for us to smoke weed. I mean, Gary Chambers, the city councilman, I think he's in Georgia. He did a whole ad of him smoking weed and then shooting Klansmen. You know what I mean? Dr. Jocelyn Edwards, you know what I'm saying? She was a U.S. Surgeon General under Clinton. She's a proponent for Negroes to smoke weed. Whoopi Goldberg, it says Senator Cory Booker. He's an advocate. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg, Wanda James, Ricky Williams. I mean, the list is.
Oh, that pastor.
It never
too.
ends.
Remember that pastor? Like last week?
Right. Jamal Burke. Yeah, right.
Man,
It's heavy what
Good
y'all
night.
brother bringing out, man. Salakia.
give yourselves a hand, man. You understand?
Damn right.
That's crazy, man. You understand? Salakia. That's the reality that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians live in, man. You understand? And my thing about this is you ain't hear nobody say nothing about this story, right? You ain't hear nobody say nothing about this story. You understand? What the hell happened to Black Lives Matter? Why the hell Black Lives Matter only show up when somebody died? That's when they choose to protest and run up and down the streets with their hands up, saying "hands up, don't shoot" and all this and that. Why the hell somebody got to die for Black Lives to matter? You understand? They should have been saying something about this. Why this brother's still alive? You understand? They'll wait till a black man dies or black woman dies and then go up and down and march. You understand? But they can't do it. They can't. We can't come together and do that. You understand? Even though this brother didn't die. That shows that they don't give a damn about black people, man. They don't care. Nobody else will say anything about this story except the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? Whether this brother lived or died, it's still wrong. And we the only ones that ever say anything about it, man. No Christian pastor is going to stand up there on Sunday and tell his congregation this happened to this brother. It's time that we separate. Stop sending your children into JROTC. But y'all just sent me a article. What was it, like 60 ROTC instructors being charged for sexual you got it?
I got it. I'm gonna pull it up. 60 junior ROTC instructors accused of sexual misconduct in the past 5 years. Investigation finds.
You see that? You understand? Like they taking these kids, they pushing them into this stuff, man. You understand? They molesting them before they can even get into the army. Where it's gonna happen even more.
Right.
Teaching them, you just be quiet. You understand? Then once you go sign up and go through all that process and get in there, you're gonna start. You're gonna still be molested, man. Right. You end up killing yourself in the military, man. Your parents don't know what's going on. They don't understand why anything happening. That Vanessa girl was saying she told her parents that everything was fine. And they was harassing her, man. Harassing her, and she couldn't tell nobody, man.
Right.
And one day, one of them ended up killing her. Those are the things that's going on in this military. Why the hell are we telling our kids to join it, man? You see what just happened to this brother? He served this country, man. He served this place. Got out just to get beat up by people that call themselves good patriots. That wear the same flag that he wore. That shows you what your place in America, man. You understand? Let's jump over to that other story, man. You understand? We really hitting this this military Salakia. You understand? Because this is a big thing right now. They trying to pull blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians from all over the earth into this army, man. Into this military, trying to beef up this military. But Commander General YAHANNA told us to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that you don't go into their militaries, man.
That's right.
You understand? Let them fight for this country themselves, man. You understand? Because the war that they going into, it's going to be a war that they not coming back from, man. Right. They not going to win this one. You understand? Go ahead, brother. Salaki.
Black veteran sues after uncovering VA's pattern of racial bias and improving benefits.
You understand? Like, look at that, man. Look at that. We done hit all of them today, man.
That's right.
We done hit the JROTC when you going into the military. We done hit what happens when you get out of the military. We about to hit what they do when you try to get benefits from the military, man. You understand? All these stories are put together to tell blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that you should not go into these armies, man. Right. Go into their military, man. You understand? This is to show you and know how all three of these stories has something to do with black people, man. Each and every one of these stories has something to do with a black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. You understand? Because we the only ones that this happening to, man. Why? Because like Officer Zion just said, you understand? The Lord told us not to do this, man. You can't listen to man's law. You have to listen to what the Lord said, man. You can't serve the Most High and America at the same time. You understand? America gonna kill you, man.
Right.
God law is designed to make you live, man. It's designed to make you live. America is designed to destroy blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. Go ahead, brother. Salakia.
Okay. A new federal lawsuit filed by a black Vietnam War veteran.
Here we go, another veteran. Another veteran, man. Salakia.
Alleges the Department of Veteran Affairs has a decades-long pattern of racial bias in denying benefits to African Americans who serve in the U.S. Armed Forces.
Right. You understand? And you got these devils that run up and down America that kill black homeless people, man. Right. They kill black homeless people. And like I said earlier, a lot of them are veterans. They only homeless for reasons like this, because America won't give them anything to help them, man. Right. They send them to Vietnam, you understand, and all these different wars, and they come home messed up, man. They spend millions and millions and millions of dollars to train somebody how to fight, but won't spend that same money to help them get in their right mind when they get out that military, man. So these brothers end up on the streets, man. End up on the streets, out their mind, smoking any and everything, you understand, trying to escape the things that they done did over there, and America don't give a damn about them. They go to the VA, go to all these appointments, and still get racially profiled and turned down from benefits, man. Go ahead, brother.
The lawsuit filed on Monday, November.
No, that's heavy that you said that, because there's been a misappropriation of finances. You know, the U.S. military is ran on taxpayer dollars. You know, and it says each year federal agencies receive funding from Congress known as budgetary resources. In the fiscal year for 2022, the Department of Veterans Affairs, or the VA, had $336.14 billion distributed amongst its three subcomponents. Jeez. So it's crazy because they got $300 and something billion. And you mean to tell me you can't fix the issues of these veterans? Right. You can't resolve the homelessness and the disparities that they face, the disenfranchisement that they face. You know, it's like you put a battery in their back to get them to sign up. Right. You know, they sign their life on the dotted line in these JROTC programs. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't take care of them after the fact. That's right. And you got all this money. You sending all this money to the Ukraine and the other foreign interests, but you won't take care of home, man. God damn America, brother. But that right, man, give him a hand, man. You understand? But that shows you how America views blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. When I started this class, I said that our oppressors know what it is to be a brother. They know what it is to have some type of brotherhood. You understand? They sent Ukraine patriotic missile systems or something like that. Right. Whatever the hell they said today. You understand? Because they know what it's like. America knows who they should stand up for and who they shouldn't stand up for. And when it comes to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, they're not gonna stand up for you, man. You understand? You said billion, what, like three something? Oh, Salakia. Some billion. You understand? It's 333. 300 billion dollars, man. You understand? 300 billion, man. That's enough to take care of. Like, if you think about how many people join the military, man, it's not a lot of people that join the military. 1%. Less than 1% of the population joins the military, man. You understand? And that number been that for ages. You understand? That number been like that small for I don't know how long. You understand? And you mean to tell me that you can't take care of your veterans? The Lord would never do that to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. He would never do that to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Commander YAHANNA would never do that to his men, man. You understand? This is what happens when you join America, man. Go ahead, Salakia. No. 336.14 billion in budgetary resources, and it's only 2.9% of the fiscal year for 2022, according to the U.S. federal budget. Jeez Louise, boy. 2.9% of the budget. Come on, man. You understand? And we got right here in Fayetteville, is brothers over there homeless, man.
that were veterans, man. And if you go over there, we done had classes over there. We walking out the building, brothers saying they had a veteran hats on. They tell you some of the stories. Telling you, yeah, I'm trying to get my VA and all this together. And meanwhile, these devils up here denying brothers they VA, man. Knowing that you need help. Knowing that you have nowhere to go. I can only imagine how many of them brothers over there came from somewhere else, left their families at young ages, you understand? Thinking that JROTC gonna be the route for them, joining the military just to get out and be stuck here. Stuck here on the side of the street in the cold, man. In a military town, man. A town that's supposed to love their veterans. Right. They over there sleeping in the trees, man. Go ahead, Officer Kowal.
No, I was going to say this heavy, this whole thing about black veterans, especially black veterans not being able to get their VA benefits. It dates way back to the rumor and the myth that black people don't feel pain. Right. Especially when you go to the doctor. A white woman goes to the doctor, she'll get Percocets for her pain. A black woman goes, she gets Motrin 800s. A white woman goes for her stress, she'll get Xanax, the bars. A black woman goes, she'll get some fake German generic brand of some kind of anti-anxiety meds that's not even works. It dates back to, the whole myth that black people have thicker skin or black people don't feel pain like the white man does. Right. That psychology still permeates through modern times now. It is ridiculous. There was a thing called drapetomania that I remember reading about where it says that when black people will escape the plantation, right? Mind you, we're slaves. We're not supposed to be, we're God's chosen people, right? We're not supposed to be in slavery. But when we escape the plantation, the punishment was we get whipped because black people was getting whipped. You had niggas that got whipped but kept running. Right. So the white man said, damn, we whipped the skin off his back. He ran again. Oh, I get it now. He must not feel pain when subjected to punishment. That's where that comes from. They think because we escaped and got whipped and cut off, our feet cut off and burnt, that we don't feel pain. We do feel pain, and we we deserve our medical benefits from the same stress and trauma that the so-called white man and white society gets. Black people and Hispanics deserve the same. Right. All that nonsense about drapetomania or we don't feel pain is BS. It is sad that I know people are still fighting for that in their 70s and 60s and 80 years old, trying to get a percentage of the VA. All because some stinking doctor thinks that, oh, this Negro's ankle ain't hurting that bad. But let this white man come in here with a haircut high and tight. He got to be in pain, but Mr. Cleveland Earl over here, he ain't in pain. Right. Sad, man.
Select. Go ahead, brother.
So, Lucky, I got the breakdown with respect to the demographics, race/ethnicity. This is according to Department of Veteran Affairs, and it says 72.9% of veterans are white. Okay, but we make up the largest so-called minority group, 15.5% Black, so-called African Americans. We are the largest chunk out of that pie. Right. So with respect to those resources, man, it just makes sense for them to at least trickle down to so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Hispanics make up 5.4% of that pie. Native Indians make up 0.6% of that pie, and all the rest is, the spittle. You know what I'm saying? Right. But those are the percentages. 72.9 are white, and then Black, African American, 15.5%, Hispanics 5.4%, and 0.6% are American Indians or Native Indians as far as the veteran population is concerned. Salakia.
I don't even believe that number, man. I don't even believe that number.
The VA is reporting on themselves.
That's ridiculous, man. You understand? These brothers go and fight, you understand, and come home like Officer Kowal said, oh, they must be fine. You understand? They must be fine. They got to be faking because they don't feel pain. Right. You understand? So we ain't gonna get them nothing. Salaki, go ahead, brother.
Come on. The lawsuit filed on Monday, November 28th, by the Yale Law School's Veteran Legal Services Clinic on behalf of Conley Monk Jr. under the Federal Tort Claims Act seeks relief from the VA for negligent infliction of emotional distress, and negligent supervision, and comes after the agency failed to respond to Monk's administrative claim filed in February.
Right. You see how like they neglecting all these black people out here, man.
Right.
You understand? They don't give a damn. They are turning a blind eye to what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are going through after they get out of this military, man. You understand? They don't give a damn about us, man. Salakia.
Last year, Monk, a 74-year-old former Marine from Connecticut and co-founder and director of the National Veterans Council for Legal Redress, NVCLR, and the Black Veterans Project, BVP, obtained records via a public record request that sought race-specific data on the VA's disability compensation claim determination.
Right. You understand? Like this brother, and I don't even know what these organizations are. You understand? But this brother right here, he trying to help veterans. You know what I'm saying? He a veteran himself, and he realized, wait, what the hell going on now? Why we keep getting denied for these benefits? You know what I'm saying? And I know a couple of brothers, you know, that struggle trying to get benefits from Esau after they get out that military, man. Right. Go ahead, brother. Salakia.
We got a comment. Sister Yakura said, Salakia, most soldiers who served in Vietnam got addicted to heroin or opium while there. For them to come back and receive no help destroyed them even more.
Fact. You understand? And they coming over here, and this devil done brought the drugs over here and pushed them throughout the community. Right. So that these brothers will never get the help that they need. Right. You understand? They look at them like they druggies and all this and that while they in. Then you get out, you ain't got nowhere to go. You understand? You on the side of the street. So the only thing that you know is to get high and try to escape the reality of everything that you did over there fighting for these devils. So you come over here getting high and they still don't help you, man. Right. They still don't help you. And I heard stories where they had brothers on cocaine and heroin and all this and that to keep them up and stuff like that so they can fight and stuff for longer hours. Yeah. Cocaine and stuff like that, they don't feel when they're getting shot. So they continue moving and going through pain and stuff like that. And then they get back drug addicts, and you ain't even giving them the help that they need. Right. You ain't even giving them nothing, man. You understand? You turning a blind eye, and the VA turning a blind eye to everybody that need help, man. Like, go ahead, brother.
A new federal lawsuit filed by a black Vietnam Slovakia. It says the complaint says the allocation of benefits was done in a racially discriminatory manner for years, disproportionately rejecting black veteran disability claims at a much higher rate than those of white veterans.
Right. And you see, like this right here is another example of how the military does blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. You understand? We hitting all points tonight, man. You understand? It's at a much higher rate. We being rejected these benefits at much higher rates than our white counterparts, man. You understand? And this is happening all the time to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. All the time. So why the hell would you come home and say, oh yeah, the military is a good place? You a goddamn lie, man. Tell the truth, man. Tell black people the truth, man. You understand? You hate your brother that much that you will come and lie and tell your brother, yeah, it's all good, man. It's straight. Conjure up. Who cares if you have to explain all the dumb junk? Tell them what the hell going on, man. So that they don't waste their lives going in there trying to fight for a country that don't give a damn about them, man. Whether they in or out. Right. You understand? We got try to jump into some of these scripts. Unless you got anything else on there you wanna?
It was that was pretty much it. Oh, the Yale analysis also showed that black veterans' disability compensation rate was 30.3%, while their white counterparts was 37.1%.
Right. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Like you go there. You trying to get you got some your legs messed up. You can't even walk. You can't bend over. Your back messed up. You understand? Your fingers messed up. You got arthritis. All type of junk going on with you, man. You understand? High blood pressure, everything. You understand? And you go there, they look at you like, nah, we'll do 20%. You understand? And your white counterpart go in there, he get 100 off rip. But they want to see you beg for the money, man. That's why they keep you coming back for all them appointments. That's right. They keep you coming back for appointment after appointment after appointment just to see if you're gonna stay consistent with it, man. Because they know we black people, we'll just be like, man, the hell with it. You know, they ain't gonna get it to me anyway. So we'll just, you know, say we don't want it and turn away from it. Meanwhile, our oppressor go in there, he get 100 off rip. He ain't never got to come back. He's sitting over there in a trailer park getting high and drunk off his behind, man. While you out here trying to work through all this pain after you had enough years in the military to retire. And we still love this place, man. Go through all that and still will call ourselves American. So, like, let me get Proverbs 3:31, man. Proverbs 3:31, man. You understand? Let them have their military, man. You understand? Let them have America, man. This is not a place for black people, man. This is not a place where we should even want to join these devils, man. You read it whenever you get it.
Go on, sir. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Right. The scriptures say, envy thou not the oppressor and choose none of his ways, man. You understand? Like also Kowal was saying earlier, like they was running to them recruitment offices, man. They was running to the recruiters, man, during 9/11, man. You understand? You seen them running to that dang on recruit office. You should have been going the other way, man. Choose none of his ways. This man right here, don't choose none of his ways. Let him have his military. He want to go over there and die for no reason. Let him do that. That's right. You understand? You come join the black army, man. Join the army of the Lord, man. Right. You understand? Somebody who gives a damn about you. You understand? And the Lord will fight for you. You won't even have to lift a finger, man. Right. You understand? It's fights in this book right here. It's wars that we done went through in this book, and we didn't lose not one man, man. Right. When we was fighting for the Lord, man. That's the team that you should want to be on, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. Why the hell you gonna want to be on a team where you got to give your life and your family receive a flag? A damn flag, man. A flag and what, a little Purple Heart? You understand? But then your kids still don't get to go to college, even though you died. They still won't go. They still ain't gonna compensate your wife, knowing that she don't have a source of income and that you was the only source of income. It's a sister. You remember what was her name? Was it Miss Gwen? Right. Husband served in the military. He died, and she can't get nothing for it. Stuck working a dead end job, man. Can't get nothing for it. You understand? That's how they do black people in this place, man. And we just continue to try to join. The Bible says for us to envy not our oppressor, man. Don't want the things that he wants. He wants to be a good American, wear a red, white, and blue flag. Let him do that, man. Right. You understand? You choose to serve the Lord, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, man. Right. That's what you do, man. You understand? Let him have his militaries, man. You understand? Drop that. Oh, you have more on it? That should have been it.
Law, sir. That was it.
Yeah. Drop that and let's get what was it? Goodness. Let's get Isaiah 14 and 21, man. Isaiah 14 and 21. You understand? Like these devils gonna have to pay for the things that they doing, man. To Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You know, when they fought in their war, it's only right that you get something for it, man. It's only right that you get something for it. You understand? And what was that brother? It was a brother that that deployed over there in I think he was at 1st Battalion, right? Right here, Bragg, wasn't it? 2nd Battalion. Right. The brother that they deployed over there and them devils done killed, man. They killed this brother and he supposed to be on the same team, man. Go ahead, brother.
I just want to pull a quick precept.
Go ahead.
Leviticus 19:14. It says, "Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shalt fear thy power. I am the Lord." And I can't help but to think, the deaf, when you 17, 16, you ain't trying to hear nothing.
Right.
You don't want to hear nothing that no adult has to say to you that actually loves you. You know what I'm saying? But you'll listen to the recruiter because he's telling you smooth things. You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about and the stumbling block is the military. That stumbling block of you believing that you are an equal citizen,
right, as
your white counterparts, as your battle buddies. Like you're going to get treated with, you're going to be held in high esteem when you come back from overseas,
right,
killing in the name of Satan, literally. And it says, nor thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind. As a child, you don't know nothing. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know what it's like to be an adult. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to give my kids the breakdown of, what things cost. You know what I'm saying? And they don't understand. You got to work for the money that you use to eat and to sleep and to clothe yourself. And they don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because they're blind. Literally, I got you. It says, "But shall fear thy power, I am the Lord." Those recruiters that are Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you better get some fear in you.
That's right.
Because the Most High Power is going to hold you accountable for the lies that you tell these blind, deaf children, man.
That's right. Man.
They don't have any understanding.
Damn
and they're depending on you to be a brother or a sister to them. Salakia.
Damn, you were here, man. You understand? You absolutely right. Hey, Salakia, let me get Ecclesiasticus 12 and 16, man. You absolutely right with smooth words, man. You absolutely correct. And you know that our kids don't know nothing, man. They don't know what they doing when they going into them places, man.
Right.
You understand? And I remember when I signed up for Esau's military, man. I remember when I signed up for Esau's military, and everybody was all happy. My grandmother, everybody clapping and smiling. Everybody, family happy, thinking you got to do something with your life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm wondering why when the day come for me to go, like we ride up there, it's a quiet ride.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a quiet ride. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the hell going on. Half of me want to stay home and not leave. Get out the car. Mama crying, siblings crying, and you wondering what the hell, like why everybody crying for it? Everybody was happy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's happy, but you being a child and not understanding what's going on, you don't understand that they crying. I know my mom probably thought she wasn't gonna see me no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and us being kids, we don't understand that because nobody tells us that. You understand? And you have friends and stuff that go back and say, "Oh, it's fun, man. It's this, that, and the other. Like you get to do this, you get to go here. I done did this. I'm always traveling," and they not telling you about the chances of you being molested.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Of you being killed. You know what I'm saying? Right here in North Carolina, like I was saying, the brother in 2nd Battalion. Me and Kawhi was in what, 3rd Battalion? His brother right down the street. You understand? His parents sent him into Esau's military, trusting in America.
Right.
You understand? He joined up, thinking that he could make something of his life because that's what they advertise in that recruiter's office. You understand? And he never made it back. He never made it back when he went on that deployment over there to Africa, man. Right. You understand? And I think he had a daughter, a child. He had a child and a wife.
Donald Trump said he knew he signed up for it.
Right. And they act like these devils act like they ain't know where he went. Like he just ran away. Right. He was just so happy to be back in Africa, huh? He just decided to run away. They killed that brother over there, man. Right. So like, go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
Right. The Bible says the enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, man. You understand? When you go in that recruiter's office, he's speaking sweet to you, man. You understand? Them things that's coming out of his mouth are sweet things, man. He make it sound so good, like oh, plus they got $50,000 bonus if you sign up right now. And you look at you thinking in your head, 50,000, man, that can really help me out. That can help my family out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these devils, they don't tell you that $50,000 bonus, you're not gonna get that off rip.
Yeah.
You ain't getting that up front.
Yeah.
They don't tell you that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
But in his heart, he imagined this, how to throw thee into a pit.
Right. He know that he throwing you into a pit, man. You understand? Soon as you sign your name on them papers, you understand? They'll sit you down. You'll be dumb as hell. I was so dumb, Bunky, y'all. I'm talking about, I'm sitting there across from this recruiter. I'm asking her all this and that. I'm at Melts, my bad. Salaki. I'm asking this lady, like, yeah, so what is it like and all this and that? She's like, it's good, it's fine, you know, it's all good and all this and that. I done did this. She got all the pictures on the desk and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. She's like, how many years you want? I'm like, shoot, well, I think I heard you do about 20, you can retire, huh? I said, you do about 20, you can retire. So I'm like, dang, should I just go ahead? And I was like, nah, you know what? I'm just gonna do a little 4 years. And then if I like it, I'll do 20. You understand? But you got brothers who unlearned, you know what I'm saying? Esau go straight in there and sign 20 off rip. Just sign 20. He know he gonna stay in there. He ready to kill something. You know what I'm saying? And go in there doing all manner of things. Right? Brothers, we go in there, man. They be speaking sweet things to us. Yeah, go ahead, man. Like, you know, most people sign for 4, you know, you might as well, you can do like 6, man, 8, you know, go to school while you in there, you know, we'll pay for the school and we'll pay you to go to school, all this and that. Right. And next thing you know, man, you end up in a ditch somewhere, man. In damn Africa. Listening to them sweet words, man. Right. You got more on that, brother?
Come on, sir, I do.
Go ahead.
He will weep with his eyes. But if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Right. You understand? They act like they give a damn about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, but killing you just ain't enough, man. You understand? He see that blood, that's just not enough, man. He looking for the next one. He looking for the next one, man. You remember how they did slaves? I know I'm running. You know, I remember how they did the slaves where they would burn them, hang them, chop them. You understand? He not satisfied with just seeing your blood, man. You understand? He has to dehumanize you, man. Treat you like an animal, man. You understand? Dogs in this place get more love than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. So like it. Who got it? Officer Kudam. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class Peace and Officer Kudam, man. So like it.
Security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, operating under Commander General YAHANNA. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10 means 10th in the Hebrew, ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you, give to Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. The upcoming Holy Convocation is a feast of dedication. Is the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. which will be held Saturday, December 17th,
Right.
2022 for 8 days. You can find it in the First Maccabees 4:52 through 61. Then tune in to what's today? Tuesday. Tune in to all your Black Watch, man, your Chain Breakers, man. You know, different social media things we have to help us further press this truth, man. You know, we can't stress it enough, man. The 54th Passover will be held in Raleigh, North Carolina, man.
That's right.
Hosted by yours truly, Captain Night Thought of 13,000 Select.
That's right.
If anyone want to be a troop in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf, and with that, imagine, meaning to stand, sister, stay seated. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the sister. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute unto the teacher. Men of Israel, my Shabbat, imagine, Barak, Yahya Matah, Saw, meaning face the sister, sisters, now you stand. Men of Israel, we're going to face our sis. This way, yeah, most high in Christ. Men of Israel, we're going to render one courteous salute to the sister. Men of Israel, my Shabbat, imagine, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Lataba, Shem Yahweh Shah. Right hand over your left hand. You say Yahweh. Yahweh Shema. Al Yahweh Shema. Alatha. Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shah. What's on cut? Give her a hand, man. Class is this.
Hey, you did over